when instead we could be taking a note from folks who practice faith differently. Maybe whose idea of church is just to show up and sit in silence. Or folks who see happenstance and coincidence as something that might not make sense or that they fully understand, but they know in their heart that that is God showing up, and they believe it. Or people whose idea of church is being in nature, who find interacting with natural elements to be interacting with the divine. Or people who worship through dance and letting the Spirit move their body. Or magi, who don't find Jesus through scriptures or preachers or going to a service, but paying attention to stars and other heavenly beings. It's just so interesting to me because in the same way that we deeply respect our faith and our God and our scriptures, that respect can sometimes lead to a fear of the different. We respect our faith so much and our God so much that we can become very particular about how to honor God. And welcoming someone like a pagan astrology expert is something we might do with great apprehension. Or we may only accept them if they indeed decide to worship Christ and convert, which is what they do. We may read this story with confusion and become incredibly relieved when the Magi bow down and pay homage to the Christ child. I think Christianity's suspicion of anything that doesn't look like our tradition and how we can immediately discount it or degrade it or judge it, I don't think that serves us very well. Our entire Advent and Christmastide series is called What Do You Fear? And it's all about the role that fear plays in our lives, and it's very sneaky. And I think a lot of Christian fear shows up as determining what is righteous and what's unrighteous, insisting on a kind of uniformity across the wide diversity of God's creation. I think we can be so focused on looking down, reading our scripture, using our intellect and our logic to try to find our answers within a faith that is meant to be mysterious, when instead we should be looking up and looking around us to those things that just happen without our effort and are trying to teach us every day if we would only pay attention. Perhaps things outside our tradition that really speak to us in our heart.